Everybody, it has taken me a couple of hours to get right so I can get on this thing. And I decided to do it on my phone because I didn't feel like doing all that other stuff, plugging up everything. And anyway, I took it down so that I could go get my computer fixed. Computer is fixed. I'm on and I'm talking to you guys. I was reading the book. I've been here reading the book, the Bible, and I have some questions. And I wonder if you have some questions. I was reading Genesis and the Adam and Eve story. Oh God, what did I do with my glasses? Here they go. The Adam and Eve story. So listen to this and tell me if you see what I see. And the Lord God caused the deep sleep onto Adam. Wait a minute, let me go back up. And Adam gave names to all the cattle and the fowl of the air and of every beast of the field. But for Adam there was not found an helpmeet for him. And the Lord God caused the deep sleep to fall upon Adam, and he slept. And he took one of his ribs and closed up the flesh instead thereof. And the rib which the Lord God had taken from man made he a woman and brought her into the man and brought her unto the man. And Adam said, this is now bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman because she is taken out of man. Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh. And they were both naked, the man and his wife, and were not ashamed. Now, I don't know how we went from help me to wife just that fast. That's number one. Now, the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord God had made. And he said unto the woman, ye have God said, ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden. And the woman said unto the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden, but the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, God hath said, ye shall not eat of, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. And the serpent said unto the woman, ye shall not surely die, for God doth know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be opened, and ye shall be as gods. So now that's coming back again. It keeps coming back. That you shall be as a God, knowing good and evil. And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was pleasant to the eyes, and the tree to be desired to make one wise, she took of the fruit thereof and did eat, and gave also unto her husband with her, and he did eat. So nobody was forced. She decided, she made a decision. She was gonna, hey, I don't see nothing wrong with the tree. I'm gonna go over there and taste this fruit because he said I can be like a god if I do that. That means I know good and what was it? I want to get it right. The serpent, fruit from the garden. Okay. Oh, and he said if I ate from this tree, I would know good and evil. So then good and evil just tells me I have choices to pick either left or right, up or down. I could choose. And so she chose to eat of the tree because she saw it did bear fruit. So she chose to eat of the tree because she wanted to have that knowledge She thought something was withheld from her. So she went to the tree, not realizing that she was already complete and whole. So then she goes to the tree to get something. And we do that in our lives. We'll go somewhere to get something that we don't think we have, that is not a part of us. She didn't realize she didn't need anything from that tree. There's nothing in the tree that she truly needed. That she had all the wisdom and everything already within her. That's one. She made a decision. So then after she ate the fruit, she went to her helpmeet, who became her husband. I don't know how that works, but okay. And she said, eat. And he don't argue. He don't say, where did you get this from? He don't even question. That's, to me, abnormal, because I'm not going to eat something and not ask a question. That's me. You know, what is this? Where did you get it from? You know, that's me. But he didn't even ask a question. And so the reason why I'm kind of dwelling on Adam and Eve, because a lot of people have an opinion about women based on this story. And they blame women for the choices that Adam made. Adam never asked a question. Adam could have easily said, no, I don't want that. I was cooking out at my godfather's house today, and his wife said, here. And so when she said here, I could have easily said, no, I don't want that. But I didn't. I made my decision. And as I said it, it made me think of Adam and Eve, because she turned back around and she said, sorry. And I said, what you sorry for? She said, for even offering you this. I said, first of all, it was my decision. It's my decision to do anything. It's nothing for you to be sorry of. People can offer you whatever they want to offer you. Do you want to partake in any of this stuff? That's the key. And then once you realize, okay, well, yes, I do, or no, I don't. That's your free will, and you have expressed your free will. Back to women. So a couple of weeks ago, I was having the same conversation with another friend of mine. And he says, well, after she ate the fruit, this is what happened. I said, no, because there's so much more to that story. And I want you to understand that Adam and Eve's story is correlated through every religion and is told differently about life. Adam and this story is like a remix of a story. And then if you go in other religions, you'll hear this same remix. The basis of the story, to me, it tells me that we had free will from the beginning of time. From the beginning of time, God did not destroy anything. He came to the garden and said, I heard thy voice in the garden. And, oh, wait a minute. And the Lord God called unto Adam and said unto him, where art thou? And he said, I heard thy voice in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked, and I hid myself. That makes me question a whole lot of stuff. They're just that right there. Makes me question. Because what other Lord was in the garden? And if the tree of life would make them gods, certain things, I really want to say this, and I'm going to say it out loud I don't think we ask enough questions. I believe that we have beliefs that really don't serve us, and we don't ask enough questions. And because we don't ask enough questions, we are where we are. That's one. Two, it is very essential that we get our beliefs in order. Because it's not God is the substance of me. It is I am the substance of God. And that's when life hits you. And all of the other illusions that exist are like shattered. To become one with all there is and not thinking you're separated from it. To know that the substance of who I am is God. Is the realest realization you could come to. It opens a door of infinite supply. And it's not according to his riches, it's according to our riches. Because my God is an infinite supplier. And the more I read this book, it's like the more Spirit is revealing to me things. I want you to really listen to this story. God created heaven and earth. Adam, Eve, Adam named the animals. Now, just right there was nothing to do but live. From the beginning of time, there was nothing to do but live. He created this beautiful place for us to live, just be. So, we're living being distracted by, I guess, if you would like to say a serpent. I don't necessarily like to put the serpent in a negative view because the serpents are very essential. That is like your kundalini rising, the serpents, God being lifted up inside of you. Okay, but I'll stick with it. So now, God created heaven and earth. I gave you life so that you may live. What are the requirements of living? Then the requirements of living come from taught behaviors. Being raised in a house or in a society that says you have to trade hours for money. So then that made me question, where did money come from? Money came from God. Which one? It doesn't matter which one, but it was created. And so since it's been created, it's kind of been dangled in the people's faces. But the ones that say they lack it, lack it. I want you to get it. There is nothing that my God lacks. There is nothing that my God lacks. There is no limit on my God. There is nothing my God cannot do. But now, inside of you, how does your God operate? And asking yourself an honest question. What limitations have you put on your God because of society and the beliefs that you hold? I'm going up and down my timeline, and the young lady says she cannot wait until she is around millionaires. Well, it first starts within so that it can be seen outwardly. You're surrounded by millionaires. That's what I would suggest. To surround yourself with millionaires and millionaire thoughts. Be the millionaire and have a millionaire's mindset. Whatever you think a millionaire's mindset would be. But then where would you limit yourself in that mindset? Because you would always find a limit in the creation. There is no limit in what you can create. There is no limit at all in anything. Stop believing in limits. Stop believing in time. That one day, someday, 6-day journey that we are on. Stop believing in that kind of stuff. Then you say, well, it's just, this is life. But yes, it's life if that's what you accept. Life is but a dream. And it's as real as you make it within side of you. You were created to live. Not only were you created to live, you were already created abundant. There is nothing we lack. Nothing. Change the thought from inside of you. And really think how infinite you are. All right. I'm going. I'll be back tomorrow so that we can talk further on our infinite supply because it's real and it's already inside of us. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not need. And once you understand this Bible, you have every seed. Those seeds will grow because I'm abundant indeed. Indeed. And we should reject that now. Debt does not exist inside of us. We have more than enough at any given time to do whatever it is we desire to do. I love you. You know who loves you more? The Most High, creator of us all. Later, learn to master life for yourself.